Hello, everyone, and welcome to the latest episode of the Creatia Conversation. Because I don't know what episode number this is, because once again I forgot. I am your host, Sir Cussalot Travis Pointer, joined once again by my co-host Mara the Shark Watkins
It's been so long.
and Johnny Jones Grootsy is.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Yeah, as Mara said, it's been a long time. We're really only like a week or so late. We technically should have done this a week ago, but a week ago I was in Chicago at a wedding. And
Inebriated.
what's that?
Inebriated.
How's that different from any other podcast, though? But yeah, we were engaged in festivities, though. So John and I were both at our best friend Matt Ritter's wedding. If you all listen to Smacking It Raw, another one of our podcasts, you know Matt. Yeah, he got hitched. He got married. He's locked down. He's off the market. All those things. Anything else you can come up with as a phrase that people use to describe someone getting married. He did that too. But we're back. We're back now. How y'all doing? How you doing, kids? I missed you.
I missed y'all faces.
Yeah, I know. I feel like it's been so long since I've seen Mara.
Yeah. Did the same thing. That's why I called her while I was up there. Like, yo, I feel like we haven't talked to you in like 700 years. So, like, we were getting our.
It just makes me feel like unless there's TV to be talked about, there's nothing to talk about.
Yeah. Kinda. Oh man, you'll be all right.
Will I, Travis? Will I?
Maybe not. Now that you mention it, I mean, damn, scaring me
I
a
have
bit.
attachment issues, Travis.
Clearly. I mean, like I said, I even called you while I was in Chicago. It's okay.
You guys are like two of the three most consistent men in my life. So.
Aww.
I mean,
The other one I live with, so.
I mean, technically, yeah, you live with that one. I'm about to say, honestly, I feel like we're the best ones. So, feel like we're more entertaining than Jay is.
He has his moments.
Notice she doesn't deny it. Anyway, what y'all been watching?
Honestly, I've been really focusing on school. Haven't been watching too much. I finished Arrested Development finally, and Big Mouth. It's an animated show on Netflix.
So you kept watching it? Yo, me and John started watching that shit while I was in Chicago. Yeah, I finished it when I got back too. Like
that shit ain't. I didn't finish it, but I mean that shit is.
Yeah,
that shit's legit.
It is. What about what?
You ruin everything.
Why, you started watching Big Mouth too?
No.
Oh, she feels left out because she hasn't started watching Big Mouth. Is that what's going on?
Because I chose it.
Oh.
It was my turn to choose.
Listen.
Mara,
No. Listen, I will watch it again, and we will talk about it for Stream Club. I am perfectly okay with that. I am perfectly okay with that. That's funny, though. That is funny. Here's the thing, though. Knowing us, you had to feel like we probably did start watching that already. Like,
No.
if you really look at what the show was about and, like, who's in it, like, you'd be like, Travis and John probably started watching that already.
When I was trying to figure out what to choose.
It's okay. No worries. What else? That's all you've been watching, John?
Yeah, I've been really just focusing on school, man. I haven't watched much.
Yeah, that's cool. Focusing on school and playing Rocket League. I got you.
Yeah, man.
I've been watching the new Law and Order series.
There's a new Law and Order series?
Yes. Okay, I have time to talk about it then.
Oh God.
It's called Law and Order True Crime, and I guess each season is gonna go off of a real case, like an actual real case. So this season they're doing the Menendez brothers, and because I'm a creepy person, I like reading Wikipedia pages on serial killers or like just notorious murder cases.
podcast that's about serial killers or something like that, and all they do is talk about murders and shit. I can't remember the name of it. By the time this show is over, I'll find out. But there's a podcast out there, and I've heard about it.
Podcast that I need to.
But it's just like it's so weird that people are into it. But it's like I'd probably listen to it too. But anyway, you've been watching
serial killers and notorious murders are like really interesting.
America's pastime.
America's known for them. But it's pretty good so far. So far we're 2 weeks in. It's only going to have an 8-episode run, which is fine because I feel like there's only but so much detail you can put into the Menendez brother case. For those of you who don't know who the Menendez brothers are, it's Eric and Lyle Menendez. They're now they're both serving life sentences without parole for killing their mother and father, like with a shotgun. They shot them like 16 times. And it was most likely for like money, but they alleged it was due to years of like abuse sexually and physically and emotionally.
Gotcha.
Yep. It's pretty interesting, so I'm happy to see it going forward. I love SVU. It's still gonna be like one of my top shows. But it's kind of cool to see Law and Order do like an actual real case instead of like basing their episode on a mixture of loosely based things in real life.
Okay. Is that all?
I've also been watching the new American Horror Story.
Oh, that is on now. I keep wanting to get into that, but I just keep forgetting.
Well, seasons 1 through 6 is on Netflix now.
I'm aware. It's up there. It's in my queue. It's just every time I'm like might start watching it.
Play.
It's not even that I don't press play. It's just like every time I think about like, oh, there's nothing to watch now. Maybe I can find something new, and then something else pops up because I'm like an ADD 8-year-old, so it's just shiny, and I hit something else. But yeah, well, me, I'm like a kid in a candy store right now because for one, Star Trek is back on television. And yes, I give CBS $5.99 per month now so I can watch Star Trek.
Oh, God.
Not ashamed to say it. Whatever the fuck, I'll cancel after the Star Trek run is over. But right now, yes, I will give them the $5.99, and I might give them the extra $4 to go commercial free because I hate ads.
Yeah, ads are the worst.
Like I had this conversation with John a while back when I was talking about like I was watching Hulu with the ads, and I'm just like, this is killing me. Like whoever's Hulu this is, I will give you $4 so you don't have to deal with this ever again. So Star Trek is back, and as a fan of Star Trek, I'm happy to see Star Trek back. This Star Trek feels a little different, but I'm okay with that. But the thing is, visually, it looks fan-fucking-tastic. Like, it is, I feel like every episode I watch is like theater film quality, like feature film quality. Yeah, Sonequa Martin Green is awesome in it. She's a complex character. She has a lot going on with her, and she plays it very well. There's a lot of subtleties that she gets that people might miss if they're not paying attention, and I like that. In addition to that, there's also this show out now called The Orville, which is basically Star Trek with a little more humor in it. And it's like I have 2 Star Trek shows on television now, and that makes me a very, very, very happy person. Then there's Inhumans.
I haven't started that.
It's not good. It's just.
Well, now I won't start it.
It's just I'm watching. I'm just like, oh, it's so sad. It's just. Maybe it'll get better, which is why they like kicked it off like the beginning of the season, give them a full arc. But it seemed like one of those shows that should have been on like during the break, kind of like Agent Carter was.
Well, I think we could talk more about that in news. I think Inhumans is only getting 9 or 10 episodes.
Which is why it probably should have been on during the break.
Yeah.
Which is why I thought it was at first, and then you told me before it wasn't. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, and then, but I mean, we could talk more about that in news.
Yeah.
Because I have the premiere date for Agents of Shield.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, that's what I've been watching though. That we talked about Big Mouths already, and then those other two shows. So yeah, that's what I've been watching. Let's go ahead and get into the news. You know, because it's newsy time.
Newsy time.
It is newsy time. Before you get into yours, Mar, let me just knock off these first couple. Just knock off these first couple.
I just wanted to give the intro to Newsy Time.
I know, I hear you, but I know you also like to just jump right into it, so I was catching you before you started talking because I didn't really want to cut you off in the middle of your news.
Okay, well, can we just start all over again so it's a clean version?
I mean, I'm not going to edit it, but sure.
Newsy Time! Fuck yeah! There you go.
Okay.
That's all I wanted.
So, a couple of things that happened over the weekend. We lost Ralphie May. Favorite comedian of mine, one of my favorites. I enjoyed pretty much all of his stuff. Seemed like a great guy. I didn't know him personally, of course, but I will miss his art. You know, it was just, he seemed like just a genuinely funny, great guy. And he's gone as of Friday, October 6th.
Was I the only person relatively shocked that it wasn't due to like something with his size?
I was surprised about that too. He even said it in his own stand-up. He was like, if I were to die of a heart attack, you'd be sad, but you wouldn't be shocked, you know? Like, he said it. Like, he said it himself, but no, he got pneumonia. Like, man, that sucks.
Yeah, it's so shitty.
Also, there's something that happened. You hear about what happened with the Punisher?
They didn't go to Comic-Con.
Yeah, they backed out of the Comic-Con because of the whole...
Well, yeah, there was more to it than that. Because the thing is, apparently, it's being said that in addition to them showing that trailer at Comic-Con, the reason why they hadn't given a date is because they were going to drop the season right after that. And it was going to go live on Netflix after that. And they had to delay it, you know, because motherfuckers want to shoot up Vegas, you know?
Yeah, it's just crazy as hell, man.
I respect them delay. It just kind of sucks because it's kind of like, how do you gauge how long is a respectable amount of time?
Exactly.
To be like, okay, everyone should be over it by now. Let's put this highly violent TV show on Netflix now. Yeah. So I get why they delayed it, because I also respect the fact that they backed out of doing their panel at New York Comic Con this year. Because I understand, like, you know, within 5 days, like, that's pretty, like, not even 5 days, like 4 days. Mm-hmm. That's pretty shitty. Right. It just kind of sucks because it's kind of like, you don't want to say, okay, yeah, just put it out like next month, we'll be fine. But then it's kind of like disrespectful thinking about like, yeah, I'm just telling people in Vegas, like, yo, fuck yeah, get over it. Like, we're just gonna put the Punisher out. But, like, nah.
Yeah, it makes sense to wait. I completely get it. And it's a fucked up situation. Not even just like, you know, just us having to wait for a show, because in the grand scheme of things, who gives a fuck? But the
whole, because you know they're gonna release it anyway.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna come out anyway. Like that's fine. Like, you know, we gotta wait till the spring for Red Dead Redemption. We can wait a few more weeks or so, a month or so, for the Punisher.
Or however long.
Yeah, it's fine. It'll be out by the end of the year, so it's fine. Yeah, so that's all I got here. I just wanted to get those two things out before you get into your TV news and shit.
Oh, it's okay. So I don't have that much news, but then again, I say that all the time, and then I just go on. Yes, Travis.
Is Supernatural canceled yet?
No.
Okay.
In fact, that is premiering this Thursday. It's either before or after air. I don't know what time either one comes on, but it's before or after.
I'm starting a change.org petition to get Supernatural off the air.
You know how fast your change petition will be taken down by every person on Tumblr or Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or whatever?
That just gets me more attention.
But anywho, so since we were talking about New York Comic Con, there was a new Justice League trailer released yesterday or this morning.
Really? I missed that. Well, I was working, but...
You get like you get to see a little bit of Clark, but not as Superman. but it's pretty good. You get some more fighting scene. You get to see Steppenwolf a little bit better. But it's pretty cool. It's like 2 minutes of or a minute and a half of good Justice League fun. Also, I was told so my sister-in-law was talking about how the weekend was at Comic-Con, but I was under the impression she was saying he was there as oh yeah, I'm gonna go look at Comic-Con. No, this nigga has a comic book coming out with Marvel called Star Boy. And I'm just like, why weekend do you just want to take all my monies?
Said with Marvel?
Makes great. Huh?
Said with Marvel?
With Marvel.
Oh, I don't have that subscription, but I have the DC subscription. But anyway, I'll probably find it anyway.
Yeah, I'll probably just buy the print copy of it. Probably buy 2 of them so I can keep one in the plastic. What else? Fantastic Beasts. I know you didn't see it, Travis, but I know you did, Johnny. The sequel cast Jessica Williams. If you know her, if you watch The Daily Show, you'll know she was a previous correspondent on The Daily Show. She was the black girl with the braids. Twist. Yeah. Either way. So now she has a role in the sequel for Fantastic Beasts, which makes me really excited. And I also heard they're going to be showing more characters from within the books, like I don't remember, but we'll go. It's something with an N. But either way, The Walking Dead has announced, or the creators of The Walking Dead has announced a plan to do a crossover with Fear the Walking Dead, which now means I have to catch up on Fear the Walking Dead.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
I don't.
No, you don't. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Sure?
I'm positive. I started watching it, and I'm just like, no, I regret this.
I'm still in season 2, so yeah. I'm not really like that.
Listen,
I never started it.
I've started watching it, and I have regretted every minute.
I know. We talked heavily about it when I think the first season had just finished.
Yeah, it's just like, you should be so much better, and you're not. And like, it's one of those things like you just don't give a fuck about the characters on the show. Every time one of them dies, you're just like, I don't care. Good, go away. You suck.
The Walking Dead set a bar so high for them, and then it was kind of just like, bro, you came so late in the game that's kind of just like, I don't even care anymore.
Not even that I don't care about this. Like, it's the characters themselves. They're just, the way TV works is the way you get people to continue caring about your shows when you care about the characters in the show. And I don't give a fuck about any of them.
What else? We have Game of Thrones news. Game of Thrones should be starting to film soon for season 8.
Mm-hmm.
They announced that they were going to have like their first table read Sunday, which is technically today. So they should be doing a table read for the first 3 episodes today or tomorrow, which means shortly after they should be doing, because the headline said within a few days of New York Comic Con. So either way, hopefully they can get it all done in a really good manner and have it ready for next year.
It'll be ready next year. I'm still like, I'm gonna need you all to quit panicking about thinking it won't come out next year. It'll come out next year. Like, there's one thing that came out that said they might not finish it by then because, we're writing it, blah, blah, blah. They'll start filming the same time they started filming last year, and it'll be done in time. It'll be done at this, it'll be out before the end of the year. Relax.
I hope so.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And then lastly, before I go on to premieres and finales, Rob Liefeld, if you guys know, is the creator of Deadpool. He has seen, I guess, images or test shoots of Josh Brolin playing Cable, and he is all out praising his rendition of Cable, which gives me high hopes for the next Deadpool movie, even though Deadpool movie was the shit.
Yeah, I love Deadpool.
Okay.
But that's it, so we'll go into premieres.
Y'all.
I know I've said it several times over the past couple of podcasts, but just so people remember, this week I'm only really just going through what's in October. I'm not going to go through a whole bunch of months. We have season 3 of Supergirl starting tomorrow on the CW. Legends of Tomorrow season 3 will be on Tuesday, followed by the Flash season 4 premiere. On Wednesday, we have the season 2 premiere of Riverdale, which I'm actually really happy that they were able to pull together in time for the fall premieres, because it came out it was a mid-season show, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
It was a mid-season show, and so they were able to get like renewed filming, like writing, filming, editing, and all that stuff done in time to go, with the regular slots for, regular programming. So I'm kind of happy, and I really enjoyed the first season, so I'm kind of really excited to see second season. Anywho, and then season 3 of Mr. Robot, which premieres on USA, will also come out on Wednesday. Season 6 of Arrow is on Thursday on the CW, followed or after Supernatural season 13 premiere. I don't know what time they start. I don't.
They'll be Supernatural will be canceled soon, so it's okay.
It won't.
How do you know?
Because I said so. It's going away. I refuse to let this continue.
Season 4 of Jane the Virgin, which has unfortunately been moved to the Friday slot, lets me think that they're going to be axed soon.
Speaking of Friday slots, I'm pretty sure Inhumans comes on Fridays, which should let you know how little faith they have in it. But go ahead, continue.
I always feel like Friday, like if your show in the first season is on a Friday slot, like I wouldn't anticipate going into a second, or if you do, you'll have a very reduced second season. The Walking Dead season 8 premieres the 22nd of October. Season 2 of Stranger Things is the 27th of October, so that'll be on Netflix the whole fucking season. And then, even though it's not this month, but we got a premiere date for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. season 5, which is December 1st. It doesn't really make a difference to me since I'm still watching season 2.
And I'm not watching it all.
That's fine.
That's the thing. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is one of those shows that I just, it's better than Inhumans, which, the bar is not very high for that. But, like I said, at the end of the season, right after Winter Soldier, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. got pretty good. And it became interesting. Did you mention Gotham? Gotham already came on. Gotham already started.
I just kind of figured we'd just skip all the things that have premiered this past week.
I just want to touch on that for a second because I don't know if I've mentioned it on this show before, but I've mentioned it to both of these people before. It's one of those shows that like I watch it, but I hate it while I watch it. It's just the whole time. The whole time I'm watching, like, this is so fucking stupid. Why is this happening? Why am I still watching? Why am I still watching this? Why does this keep coming on? Why haven't they canceled this yet and put me out of my misery?
Out of all the things that, like, Fox, because Fox be canceling shows left and right, why was Gotham one of those shows they kept?
It needs to go away because you know what? Spoiler alert, I don't give a fuck. Bruce Wayne is basically Batman already, and he's like 12, all right? And it's just so fucking stupid.
That should have already given intention that this show is going to be trash.
Well, that just happened this season, but it's just...
But he's been doing reckless shit since season 1, like putting his nose in everything.
Yeah, he's put on a mask, and he's wearing like weird bulletproof jackets and shit, and it's just like...
It's not how it goes.
And I watch it still, and I don't understand why, but I keep doing it to myself.
I'm sorry.
I'm not. It's my own fault.
But as for finales, we haven't had any finales this month, except for, sadly, Rick and Morty.
And Supernatural.
Supernatural hasn't even premiered yet, so it's not finale.
Yeah, I mean, it's still going to happen. Like, the premiere is
Rick and
Morty
had their 10th episode of season 3 this past Sunday. I'm ignoring you. Which means now we'll have to wait till God knows when they decide to do season 4, which means just start berating them now so they'll just have it ready by next year.
Yeah, we just have to wait for it to pop up on Hulu so we can just watch those same 3 seasons over and over again.
Right? There's a couple new shows premiering that I don't know if anyone really cares about, but I'm going to watch them. There's, if you remember Robin Thede from the Nightly Show with... God, I already forgot his name.
Larry Wilmore.
Yes, thank you. with Larry Wilmore. Robin Thede got her own talk show on BET called The Rundown with Robin Thede, and I was like, I'm gonna watch the fuck out of that. And then VH1 has a new reality show called Scared Famous, which looks like it's like a haunted house with a bunch of reality stars in it. So I'm kind of just like, I just want to see Redman get the shit scared out of him.
Man, who wouldn't want to see that?
Exactly. And then Amazon has a new series coming out called Lore, which apparently is an anthology show, and it's a horror show. But apparently it's one of those things that if you want to watch something scary, it should be on your list of things to watch.
Interesting.
Do you have Amazon, Travis?
Do I have Amazon?
Do you still have it?
Oh, you haven't tried to use it lately?
I haven't used it in like a month, so I never know.
Yeah, I still have it right now.
Okay. Lore comes out on the 13th, which is this Friday coming up, Friday the 13th.
I'm mostly keep it so I can watch Batman the Animated Series, but go ahead.
And then Scared Famous comes out on the 23rd.
Like real shit, I pay Amazon $10 a month so I can watch Batman the Animated Series.
That all that costs?
Worth it. Yep.
That's not bad. Oh, my last piece of news is, I don't know if you guys follow me on Twitter or have seen my latest.
Unfortunately, I do. But what are you talking about?
Tirade towards Netflix the past month or so.
Oh, because they're raising the prices? Yeah.
Not just because they're raising the price, because they took off several shows that I watch, like rewatch all the time on Netflix, and then now they're raising the price.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna lose Star Trek on Netflix in a couple years, so
start writing to them.
Yeah, it's all gonna be on the CBS All Access. I'm not paying for old Star Trek.
But anywho, that's the end of News Time. Fuck yeah.
I do like the addition of what you did with Team America.
Exactly.
Your Newsy Time.
Thank you.
One of my favorite movies for several reasons, one of which will be mentioned soon. John, what's your topic?
My topic is, what is your favorite lovemaking scene in a movie or television show?
Why didn't you just say sexy? It's so weird saying love.
Because they were making love, Mara. All right?
Because, Mara, it's not just sex sometimes.
Sometimes they're making love. Hold on, we gotta do that. Hold on. Gotta do the Barry White thing. They're making love.
Oh yeah, getting it.
It's so weird.
You want us to go first, or you want to go first?
You guys can go.
Well, Mara, you want to go? Go ahead.
Okay, so mine was from Sons of Anarchy, because you said from a TV show or a movie. So I chose a TV show. I chose, what was it, season 1, I think? Season 1 of Sons of Anarchy, when Jax shot Tara's ex-boyfriend, like, in the face, and then they just decided to, like, fuck in the same room.
I don't even remember that. I need to rewatch that series.
I had to Google so many different lists of, like, best sex scenes on television and movies to find something that I've seen. There's too many, and I couldn't think of any.
Yeah, they were great. That was. I mean, I haven't seen that one, but I'm sure if I saw that, I'm like, oh, that's fucking awesome. But my favorite, for various number of reasons, came on Team America: World Police. Puppet sex is funny as hell. If you all don't know, like, it is probably the funniest thing I've seen sexually ever. Like, funny as hell. And this was right after, like, the R. Kelly sex tape came out. So, like, they peed on each other and shit on each other and everything. I'm like, oh, this is fucking gold. And now I'm not just talking about the golden shower that happened, but it was just, oh man, it was so fucking funny to me. But also, there's one that holds a special place in my heart because it's one of the earlier ones that I remember, and it's just left an impression on me. There's this movie that came in the early 90s. Well, that one too, because who doesn't love finally seeing Halle Berry's titties? But
Oh yeah.
Early '90s, there's a movie directed by and starring Mario Van Peebles called Posse, and there was a sex scene involving him and Sally Richardson in this, and it's one that has stuck with me since I was a child, and one of my favorites. It's just like, yeah, that's it right there.
Those are some good ones.
Mm-hmm.
Mine is Heath Ledger, Jake Gyllenhaal, Brokeback Mountain.
Hey!
Boom!
When you gave us this topic, I'm like, John's gonna pick Brokeback Mountain.
Oh, of
John's
course.
gonna pick Brokeback Mountain because
But
it's fucking
that was
John.
actually my runners-up. Number one
it
is.
It came up on the list of greatest sex scenes, so.
Nice. Oh, there is a list of that? I guess yeah,
I kept
sure
Googling different lists, so it's on a list somewhere.
Yeah, no, that's actually runners-up. Top scene is Grandma's Boy when he's jerking off to the Lara Croft Tomb Raider action figure. That's the greatest lovemaking scene of all time.
Oh, I forgot my honorable mention. All right, so here it is. Set the scene. Mia Khalifa walks up to the door, right? And then
Is Mia Khalifa a porn star?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes. Yes, she is. That looks tasty. What is that?
Sangria.
Of course.
Yeah. We'll go with you,
Should
Mara.
I go next?
Yeah, we'll go with you, Mara. What's your topic? I was contemplating because of our two topics, like who should really go first, but you go first. Go ahead.
They're similar.
Yeah, they're kind of similar. They're kind of similar. Problem is, my answer to hers might like kind of. Anyway, go ahead.
Contradict your other one?
Not really contradict it, but it's just it'll be weird, but I can fix it. Go ahead.
Okay.
I can
So
explain.
my topic was this. So this required a little bit of research, a little bit of deep thinking.
Not really, but go ahead.
It did, because it could have been any year.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Not really. You could have just picked one. But
So I said, which year of the Oscars do you think made the wrong choice for Best Picture? And why do you think it was the wrong choice? Or which film from that year do you think should have won and why?
All right. I'll go.
Okay.
It was the, let's see, 82nd Academy Award, so I think it was the two best films of 2009.
Mm-hmm.
The winner of Best Picture was The Hurt Locker. I thought that was ridiculous because as a veteran, I found many inaccuracies in that film, and overall, The Hurt Locker.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I just thought it was pretty much garbage. The second the dude left without telling anybody, like left camp, he would have came back and he could have saved the world. It doesn't matter. He would have came back and they would have been like, you still left without telling anyone. We're gonna fucking charge. Yeah, he's gonna get in trouble. He's gonna lose rank. He's gonna get fucked up. He could have killed Osama bin Laden by himself, and he still would have gotten in fucking trouble. Like, they don't give a fuck about that shit. You have to follow orders no matter what. But
you could have killed Osama bin Laden, rebuilt the Twin Towers, and still would have been thrown in jail.
Yeah, exactly. The military doesn't give a fuck about you. So I don't think that movie should have won. The movie I thought should have won is Inglourious Bastards. I just thought that to me that's my that and the Kill Bills are my favorite Tarantino films. But Inglourious Bastards is fucking amazing. I mean, killing Nazis. Christoph Waltz fucking killed it. Brad Pitt fucking killed it. Like I forget the actress's actress. She fucking killed it. That movie. Yeah, that movie was amazing, and I think it should have won that year over The Hurt Locker for sure.
Okay.
I had thought of putting Inglourious Bastards should have won. Like, there was a few years that I was looking through, and I was kind of just like, oh, this should have won. And ironically, they were all, like, Tarantino films.
Yeah.
Because one year...
Tarantino gets shafted every year. Well, not every year, but every time he's got a film out. Well, not...
Every time he's, like, up there. Because Django, I was sitting there just like, oh, I could choose Django. But I know a lot of people were upset with the amount of the use of the word, of the N-word. And... And kind of some people were like, oh, it's kind of historically accurate. I think people were just really upset because Quentin Tarantino is white and he made the film rather than it being someone else. But that's it. Did you want to go next, Travis? Or do you want me to just continue? Okay, Travis is gonna go.
First of all, let me just say that I hate the fucking Oscars. All right, not the actual Oscars themselves, really, but the process. Because there's so many times when you watch this and you're like, yo, really? Really? And you're like, you find out that, like, who is the Academy? Like, who are you? And then you find out so many of them haven't even seen all the films that are nominated. So, like, what the fuck are you voting on? Really? Really? So everything you vote on is irrelevant because you don't even watch the fucking films that you're voting on. But I will say there was one year, believe that was 2007. I looked this up yesterday, but I don't remember exactly. But it was when The Departed won. I liked The Departed. But I believe that was the same year of The Pursuit of Happiness. And I'm just like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? But then it's the Academy. So what are you going to do? It's what they do. Because they just vote on shit, even though they haven't seen the fucking movie. But whatever.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mara.
So you wanted The Pursuit of Happiness to win?
They weren't even nominated, bruh. That was my point. Yeah. Exactly. Go ahead. I'm done.
Okay. So my choice was for the 83rd Academy Awards. So I was the year after Johnny's in 2011. The King's Speech had won. And honest to God, still don't even know what that movie's about. Really don't care to know what it's about. I'm assuming it has something to do with the king and him making an important fucking speech. It sounds boring as hell.
That's probably what it's about.
That's my assumption about it. It probably isn't, but that's my assumption.
No, that's what we're going to go with. I like that idea.
Yeah. Okay. So that was also the year Inception was up for, Best Picture, and Inception took home a lot of awards that year. But I feel like Inception should have taken it because that movie was fucking crazy. Like, and it's like one of those movies to me where I've watched it a few times, and every time I just see something different, or I see something else. There's like a tiny, small detail that I might have missed the first or the second time I watched it, and it's just like, oh my god. And also because Leo deserved that Oscar from like years ago.
Yeah, Leo should have won. Leo should have won for What's Eating Gilbert Grape.
He should have won just a lot of stuff. Like, he should have had multiple Oscars by now.
Yeah.
But the Oscar Academy just kept fucking blackballing him. Like, not even blue balls anymore. Like, just kept getting him so aroused until his balls turned black.
Completely.
What's your topic, Travis?
Hold on 1 second. I'm looking at something real quick. Okay. Wait. Yeah, I take that back. I believe. No, they weren't nominated. Okay, I'm about to say I had to make sure that The Pursuit of Happiness was not nominated for Best Picture that year. They weren't. Luna.
They were or they weren't?
They were not.
Yeah. No, Will Smith was nominated.
Yeah, Will Smith was nominated for Best Actor, but the film itself was not nominated.
Yeah, it was not nominated.
What's going on, Luna? Hi. Right. Okay. So here's my topic.
You guys too.
Here's my topic. Of all the superhero films that have come out in recent years and years past and all the years, which one do you think is the most deserving of an Oscar? Because Mara has her hand up now. I'll go ahead and have her go. Go ahead.
Deadpool.
Interesting choice. Why do you say Deadpool?
Because Deadpool was also a passion project. It wasn't like, oh, we have the rights to these films, so let's just make it. it was a passion project, and it was executed so great. Like, the action was good, the humor was right on point. Like, I left that theater and I was like, I need fucking more. And now I'm happy that there's a second one coming out. I went into this movie not really knowing diddly shit about Deadpool. Like, I've known like back background stuff about him. Like, I know like he's pretty tight with Spider-Man and he helps out the X-Men and all that
Is
stuff
he
in the
really?
comics.
Is he really tight with Spider-Man though? Or does he just fuck with Spider-Man all the time?
Yeah, you know what I mean. So, but you know what I mean? It's kind of like I knew those kind of stuff.
I know, I hear you. I'm just
about,
saying, like, I have a hard time believing he's really tight with anybody. He's just always fucking with people. And
yeah. It's just kind of like one of those things where it's kind of like I knew those little things. I didn't know who Cable was or Ajax was, like any of like the background of his story, why he wears the mask, all that stuff. So it was really cool the way they portrayed it.
Okay.
It's almost like what we had kind of hoped Wolverine Origins was going to be, just not with a big piling steam of dog shit on top of it.
We're going to pretend that X-Men Origins didn't happen.
Yeah, nobody really talks about it.
Yeah, we don't acknowledge that.
That's why Days of Future Past happened, so it erased all of it.
All of it's not real. None of it's real. None of it exists. You want to go ahead, John?
You want me to go?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes.
This was really tough for me. There's two films that I thought really stood out above all the others. I honestly still haven't decided. I love both of them for different reasons. They're different kinds of films, but the first one being Batman: The Dark Knight. Heath Ledger won. Heath Ledger won, posthumously or whatever that word is, because he was dead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there you go. And I just thought that movie was brilliant.
It was.
I think it has a good message. I think it's super dark and it's awesome. It's a fantastic movie. But I really fucking loved Logan. I would honestly say Logan, because Logan had it was so good, and they were so violent. Like, I loved the violence aspect of it, and like comic books are fucking violent.
Mm-hmm.
And like they had graphic novels, shit like that. I love it. I love the violence of it, and like they showed all of it. And like Hugh Jackman had a ridiculously stellar performance, and
so did Patrick Stewart.
Yeah.
Like, it was just
true. Yeah, Patrick Stewart fucking killed it too, man. And that little girl, she fucking killed it.
Yeah.
That whole movie was amazing. I'd probably give it, I don't know. Probably I'd go Logan, but barely.
Yeah, see, I agree with you. My pick was Logan also. And the thing is, watching that movie, like I've said this before, I didn't know I needed blood on the claws until I saw blood on the claws. Like, it was just like, oh shit, this is Wolverine right here. And the thing is, when I was watching Logan, it was over, and I'm just like, yo, this is not the first time that I felt something, but like one of the few times I've watched a superhero film where I actually like felt something deep in the soul during the movie. It's just like, and I'm just like,
dude.
God, like the ending, it was just like, oh shit.
They did that so good.
And especially when she turned the cross on the great. Oh, I'm just like, God damn.
Dude, that movie had me tear up.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm just like, that's the first time I really felt something like that during a superhero film, and that would be my pick.
During
like
a superhero film, yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like, I need them to at least nominate Logan for an Oscar this year, like for Best Picture Oscar this year.
It's so good, dude.
It is. It really is.
It's so good.
If you want my respect, Academy, you nominate Logan for Best Film Oscar. Like,
yeah, if it gets nominated.
The crazy part is when Hugh Jackman gets that, like, you know how like every year, like some award ceremony, it may not just be the Oscars, they honor like one person because of their stellar career.
Mm-hmm.
It's really gonna be funny because when they do one for Hugh Jackman, you know they're gonna dick around most, like 90% of it is gonna be Wolverine, and then 10% of it will be Miz.
Oh man, yeah, man. I want to go and watch Logan right now, actually. Like, it's just
right now. I want to watch Logan. Fuck you, Travis.
Yeah, I understand. I get it.
Sorry.
It's a fucking stellar movie. let's move
Stream
on.
Club.
Well, first we're gonna glance over Fantasy Movie League.
I forgot all about
Yeah. So this season I'm winning right now, partially because the two of you kept fucking up, but I'll take the W's.
But Johnny said he wasn't doing it anymore, so
I quit it, and then Travis got mad at me, so I re-downloaded it.
So I didn't realize he had actually quit. I thought he was just bullshitting because he was mad because he lost. But
no,
like I thought he was.
I just said I was gonna be done playing with it after someone else beat me. I was gonna retire. You know, like go out. Just like Undertaker, he went out on a loss. You know, I was gonna go out on a loss.
No, like I was getting so.
Now you have me fucking Brett Favre my ass through here.
Yeah. You're gonna Brett Favre your ass on through.
Like the first couple of weeks in the season, like at first I didn't have a phone for like 2 weeks, so I wasn't getting like phone reminders. Oh, choose your Cineplexes, and so like I had to go on the computer to do it. And then I was still doing them, but I was like fucking up horribly. And then I get my phone back. Turns out I'm not signed into this motherfucker. So they're just choosing 3 movies for me. And it's like the worst movies.
Well, basically what it does is it picks movies that you've, like the movies that you had left over from the last Cineplex, they just put them in again. Yeah. So it's just like, yeah.
For 3 weeks straight, like it kept choosing Hitman's Bodyguard like 3 times. And I was like, I would never choose those. Oh my god, I was so tight. But this week so far, in week 6, I'm number 1.
Yeah, that's because I forgot.
Whatever.
But yeah, we'll move on past that for now. Let's go to Stream Club. This month we watched Glow.
Well, I would say this we watched Glow. Because I watched it. I've watched 7 episodes yesterday and 3 episodes today. I totally forgot about it.
Here's the thing.
I didn't forget about it. I just didn't want to watch it. Like I still watched it though. I finished it today. But honestly, it was just really something to pass the time with. I probably would have still stuck by. I probably wasn't gonna watch it unless you had said to watch it. I was just more interested in seeing Debbie fuck up Mark for fucking Ruth.
Alison Brie, yeah.
Well, continue. What'd you think of it?
That was it. Like that's all I wanted to see. I wanted to see Mark and Debbie get in a ring. That was it.
What about you, John? What'd you think?
I thought it started off slow.
Yeah, it did.
The first 4 episodes should have been cut down into 1 or 2 episodes.
Definitely.
And then once I started getting the characters started developing, you know, I was like, okay, I really like the director. Like, not like his, I like his character. I think he's a piece of shit, you know, he's a scumbag in a sense, but he still does try to help, and I think deep down he is a good person.
Yeah, his podcast is funny too, like the character, actor that plays him.
The actor?
Yeah.
What's his name?
I forgot. But I've listened to his podcast, but like he even interviewed President Obama. Like it was just
what?
Yeah, he's had some good shit.
But overall, I mean, I didn't hate it. I wouldn't think it was great, but it wasn't bad, and I liked some of it. I do not understand Welfare Queen and where they're going with that.
You have to go back to the 80s and ask them where they were going with her.
Yeah, that was like, whew, there's some really serious
80s.
Racial profiling.
80s, man.
But I mean, wrestling does that still to this day.
To this day, but plus that was the 80s, man. It was just that's what they did. And
yeah.
Wait, do you know how long it took me to realize that Ruth was taking a pregnancy test?
Well, you're slow, so.
Seriously?
No, I mean, John. I mean, okay. In my generation, we pee on sticks or we go to the doctor. She had a whole like meniscus.
I gotta remember that Mara's 8 years old, so she just doesn't remember things the way they used to be.
I mean, when did the pee on the stick thing start?
Hey, I'll tell you what. I didn't know that's what pregnancy tests were in the 80s, but I knew that was a pregnancy test because
I
She was
heard
like
that.
at the
I mean,
store
Context
and she was like,
clues,
"Oh,
Mar.
I'm just
Context
looking
clues.
for a present," and I'm like, "Oh, she's
that's
looking
what
for
I
pregnancy
mean.
test."
No, when she was at the store, I figured that what she might. I started hinting at that she was looking for. But then when she was in the bathroom, she had this big old box of that stuff, and I was just like, "What is
You
she
didn't see her
doing?"
little cup of pee?
And then
It was
yeah,
yellow.
when she started peeing, that's when I realized that's what she was doing. But I was just like, "What is all this scientific shit that you're
Oh, that's
doing?"
hilarious. Yeah, no, I didn't think that.
Yeah, because Mars 12. But
I mean, mind you, in the 80s, I was still only a little swimmer in my dad's balls.
you weren't even there yet. He
Teenage
still hadn't even
balls.
made you in his balls yet.
I mean, my dad was a teenager in the 80s, so.
Yeah.
How old's your dad?
Exactly.
Oh.
Her father was a teenager in the 80s, dude. Like, just to let you
Johnny
know.
was like, what?
Exactly. It's not making any sense to you either. Don't worry about it. Don't ask more questions. Don't ask
I'll
any more
explain
questions.
after the podcast.
Leave it alone, dude. Leave it alone.
All right. All right.
Made me forget what I was gonna say about this damn show. Oh, I will say when I was watching it, I enjoyed it mostly because I liked seeing the actual wrestlers' cameos that popped up, like John Morrison pops up in it, Brodus Clay popped up in it. Welfare Queen, as you were saying, was played by a wrestler named Awesome Kong. Like, it was, I enjoyed seeing shit like that. So that probably distracted me a lot also during those early episodes that were pretty slow. I'm like, John Morrison's there. Cool. But, yeah.
I mean, my final verdict is I still probably would have waited a very long time for getting to it, but I will watch season 2 when they eventually put it out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll probably watch season 2, see where it goes.
Yeah.
I liked,
because they ended it so weird. Well, not weird, but like
it's wrestling. That's how they ended
yeah,
it. They ended it like
it's
wrestling.
just kind of like
They ended it like pro wrestling. That's kind of how it works. That's how pro wrestling
we're not
is.
there yet. Credits.
Like, this thing with pro wrestling is like a lot of TV shows, but even more so pro wrestling, they're constantly in Act 2. Like, it's just how it is. There's no ending. What were you about to say, John? I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just saying I liked a lot of the relationships between the characters, and then I liked how they made that one girl the daughter.
Oh, his daughter.
Yeah, that was like one of the more interesting parts. I wanted to know more about that.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. And then I love when she's at like the boyfriend, or he's at the boyfriend's house, and he's like, "I'm sorry I tried to fuck you, but that was because I didn't know you were my daughter." And then the woman behind is like, "Did you want sugar or milk in your coffee?" And he's like, "No, just black, please," and like goes right back to it. That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad. I'll watch season 2.
Mm-hmm. All right, Mara. You were telling us earlier your pick for next month is Big Mouth for Stream Club.
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
I know you guys had already started it. I had another one, but
No, that's perfectly fine because I want a reason to watch it. I probably wasn't gonna finish it.
So yeah, it's a very good choice, Mara. It is a good choice. You got John Mulaney, you got Nick Kroll, Jordan Peele,
Maya Rudolph.
Yeah,
I love her.
It's just
got a bunch of good people in it.
Great. But now it's time for Name That Movie.
my favorite part.
Is Mara running it?
Yes, Mara's running it this time. What you got
shit.
for us?
Alrighties. So as usual, we have 4 movies and 1 tiebreaker, so we have 5.
Mm-hmm.
You know, best of 5 wins. But I also have a few other titles in my brain, so we can have runner-ups. Oh, shit. Sweating. Okay. She wants to see you. I'm sorry.
Hey, Luna. Oh my goodness.
And she's done.
Yep. She's like, I just wanted you to see my face. Okay, so first one. These are all going to be Halloween themed because it is spooky time month.
Oh God. Okay.
When Blank and his wife, Kathy, find a new beautiful house in the small town of Blank, They think the place is too good to be true. After they move in with their family, they find out the cheap price tag is thanks to the house's sordid history. I'm not giving more than that. Blank, blank, blank.
Beetlejuice?
No. Believing the home is haunted.
The Haunted Mansion?
No. The couple finds a priest to help them rid the place of evil spirits. No.
Oh wait. Poltergeist.
No.
Oh. Okay.
The Conjuring.
No.
Insidious.
We are failing at this right now.
Imagine you lost a point every time you guessed the wrong one.
Shit.
Luckily, it's my game, so it wouldn't even matter. I would never make a goal, make a rule like that. But
what year? Can we get another hint?
Well, it's been remade a few times, but the one I'm reading from is 2005.
The Ring. No, never mind. That's not it.
They're remade a few times.
I think same year, but no.
Oh shit.
I don't know this one.
You want me to repeat it?
It won't help, but sure, go ahead.
Oh, what the fuck? I have it.
When Blank and his wife Kathy find a new, beautiful house in the small town of Blank, they think the place is too good to be true. After they move in with their kids, they find out the cheap price tag is thanks to the house's sordid history. Blank, 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 being possessed by the devil, believing the home is haunted, the couple finds a priest to help rid them the place of evil spirits.
I don't know. Skeleton Key.
No.
It's not The Exorcist?
No.
That's all I got.
It's about the house. It's been remade several times. Loosely based off a real story. What are you doing?
I don't know.
No, sorry. Loosely based off true events. No.
I'm just trying to think of movies that have been remade a bunch.
Exactly.
Think of movies that are based off of true stories and remade.
Paranormal Activity. I don't know.
No, that's not real.
Jeepers Creepers.
No.
How many words are in the title?
Does the count as a word?
Sure.
The is a word, yes.
3 words.
The.
You gotta know the place where they are.
Oh, it's a town?
Well, there's a very notoriety town where I live. That's where this took place.
You got nothing.
I got nothing.
You giving up, both of you officially?
Yep.
Yeah, might as well. I'm done.
The Amityville Horror.
God damn it!
I was just like, come on, someone has to know this.
I know of it, but I haven't actually seen it, so it's just.
What?
Matt is gonna give us.
Yeah,
so
Matt's
much
losing his shit. Matt is losing his shit right now. I know he is.
Us,
like his whole thing is like, yeah, he's probably.
Matt's watching on his honeymoon, planning to drive back.
Matt's watching Hell in a Cell right now. He's busy. He's not watching right now. Hell in a Cell is happening right now. WWE pay-per-view. He's busy. He's not watching right now. It's okay. It's okay.
Yes, Ryan Reynolds is in it.
If you said Ryan Reynolds, I would have got it.
That's why I didn't say it.
All right, what's your next one? Go ahead.
So that's 0-0 for everybody.
You should keep giving hints until one of us gets it, so that way it doesn't go 0-0.
It's fine.
Okay.
We still got 4 more. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Best friends Josh and Paxton decided to spend the summer after college graduation on an all-out backpacking trip across Europe. While stopping in Amsterdam, they indulge their taste for drugs, sex, and they meet Ollie, a like-minded
Hostel?
Yes.
Boom.
I've seen that once. I was in college. I was actually in San Antonio, even though I didn't live here yet. I was living in Tallahassee, but we were on a trip with the band, and we saw Hostel. But we walked in like halfway through it, so I really don't even remember anything about it.
When she said Amsterdam is when I realized it.
Yeah.
I only seen it once as well, once or twice maybe.
I've seen it a few times, but I feel like the first time I saw it too was coming into it halfway.
All right, John's winning. What you got next?
John 1, Travis 0. Next one. True crime writer Ellison Oswald is in a slump. He hasn't had a bestseller in more than 10 years and is becoming increasingly desperate for a hit. So when he discovers the
Misery?
existence of... What?
I said Misery?
No.
Okay.
I was thinking that too, but I was waiting to see.
Okay.
When he discovers what the fuck phone? The existence of a snuff film showing the deaths of a family, he vows to solve the mystery. He moves his own family into the victim's home and gets to work. However, when old film footage and other clues hint at the presence of supernatural force, Ellison learns that living in the house may be fatal.
I don't think I've seen this.
I don't think I know this one.
It's a good movie.
So you say.
It has Ethan Hawke in it.
Oh. Ethan Hawke. Purge?
No.
Nah, that's not The Purge.
I never saw it.
The Purge?
Yeah.
They're entertaining.
I've seen the Purge episode of Rick and Morty.
That's all you really need to see. No, I don't know this one either, Mara.
I feel like I know it, but
You probably have heard of it. It also had a sequel.
Jeepers Creepers.
No. This movie is a more recent movie. This came out in 2012, 2013.
The Conjuring.
No. But I believe they have similar creators. 2012.
2012.
Is there a the?
No, it's one word.
Oh shit! It's not Insidious. Oh, I know this. But it's similar. It's like Insidious.
The guy who made it,
Inception.
he also made Insidious Chapter 2.
Dude,
He also made Insidious.
This is
Oh, he produced Insidious.
Dude, it's a name of a bad guy too. And
yes, it
dude,
is.
Dude, I know this. Sinister. Is it Sinister?
Yes. Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I have heard of it though, but I haven't seen it. You're right.
Dude, I had it. Like things were clicking, and I was like, dude, I fucking know it's got the same letters as like I and S and Insidious Sinister.
Mr. Sinister.
Yeah.
Mr.
The
Sinister.
guy who produced Insidious, he also produced in Sinister.
Speaking of Sinister, we need Mr. Sinister in an X-Men movie by now. Like that needs to happen. His creepy ass.
Are they still making another X-Men movie?
Oh, they'll never stop making X-Men movies. People still going to see them.
Okay.
Oh yeah, they'll never stop.
Yeah, I know
Just
they're
like
making.
they'll
I know
never
they're
stop
making
making
Dark
Star
Phoenix
Wars.
right now. Like Dark Phoenix is happening right now. But yeah.
Oh, okay. That's what I was talking about. Because I know I haven't heard anything about it, so I wasn't sure if it was still happening.
Mm-hmm.
But anywho, on to the next one. So that leaves Johnny 2, Travis 0.
Yeah.
Travis, you should watch Sinister. It's actually quite interestingly creepy.
I haven't seen it, but I'll watch it. I like
It's
scary
good.
movies.
The sequel wasn't as great, but it was still pretty creepy. But anywho, it sounds like just another urban legend. A videotape filled with nightmarish
Ring.
images. Yeah.
What was it? The Ring?
Yeah, the Ring.
Yeah.
God damn
As
it.
soon as she said it's videos, I'm like, yep, that's the Ring.
Nah, 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 nah.
For real?
Hi.
Yo.
Okay, I got you. All right. So what is it? 2-1 now, right?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm on the board.
Unable to accept the fact that her daughter is dying, Rose decides to take the girl to a faith healer. On the way, The pair drive through a portal in reality, leading to an eerie town called Blank. The town is surrounded by a potent darkness, and human survivors fight a losing battle against it.
I've seen this. God damn it.
Yeah, that sounds really familiar to me too.
Do you want a hint?
Hold on. Yeah, go ahead.
There was a recently canceled video game similar to it.
Recently canceled video game. You talking about Silent Hill? Is that what you're talking about?
Yep.
Is that the name of the movie, Silent Hill?
Yes.
I just said that. Like,
I got the point, right?
Who gets the point? Because I said the name of the movie first, though. Like,
well, maybe it's Silent Hill fucking Terror fucking House. I don't fucking know.
No, it's just Silent Hill.
That's what I'm saying. I said the name of the movie first. So it's like 2-2 now. So,
okay.
All right. You need to come up with a new one.
All right. Hold on. I got to just look up the plot to the other one that I had.
Or go back to the old one. Amityville Horror.
You're an idiot. Hold on real quick. Real quick. All right. So this will be the tiebreaker. All right. Ready? Oh, come on. Stop.
Oh, fuck yeah. I'm fucking ready.
What started with the Carter family clearly didn't end.
What?
She keeps muting my computer with her foot. What started with the Carter family clearly didn't end with the Carter family. The Yuma Flats training and testing
Jay-Z movie.
Huh?
Nothing. Go ahead.
It's not a Jay-Z movie. The Yuma Flats training and testing facility in New Mexico is 1,600 square miles of forbidding desert and mountains used by the U.S. military to test everything from weapons to men. It's their National Guard soldiers, barely halfway through their basic training, are given a routine mission that will change their lives forever. After spotting what seems to be a distress signal flashing from the mountains that looms above them, their sergeant decides to take them all on a search and rescue mission. Now the National Guard soldiers must face a fierce battle against the cannibalistic mutants that hide in the deserted hills of New Mexico.
Oh, the hills have eyes? The hills have eyes, too?
Yes.
Oh, we're picking sequels and shit. Okay. Yeah. Guess you get that one, John.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Hey, Travis. Suck my dick!
I'm Pickle Rick!
A Pickle Rick!
Okay. I guess I'll let you have that one.
This was good, guys.
This was fun.
That was fun.
Glad having you all back. Good being back with you. You can find...
Again this Friday.
You're right. I do. I don't know if I'm looking forward to that, though. But no. Yeah. This has been the Creatia Conversation. Not sure what episode this is still.
15.
Is it 15?
Did my homework.
Is it actually 15? Yeah. You looked it up?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I did it all this morning.
Why didn't you tell me that at the beginning?
I didn't hear you ask for it.
I didn't. I just blatantly said I had no idea which one it was.
Well,
I didn't hear it. I'm sorry. I was waiting for you because I was so proud that I had it ready to the top of my notes and everything.
Yeah, I was just like the latest episode of the Creatia Conversation because I have no idea which episode it is. Anyway, you can find us on both Twitter and Instagram at Creation Magazine. Also on Facebook at facebook.com/Creation Magazine. Be on the lookout because Super Flashy Arrow of Tomorrow comes back this coming week. Let me see. Also, make sure you check out Smacking It Raw every week, our professional wrestling podcast. Well, WWE basically. Let's see what else.
You guys don't do luchadors or anything?
No, we don't do Lucha Underground. Yeah, that's about it. That's all we need to plug for right now. You can find me on both Twitter and Instagram at Sir_Cussalott. That is at SIR_CUSSALOTT. Shark, where can they find you?
Birthday. You can find me at Instagram and Twitter at MaradShark_. MARADASHARK_.
She learned how to spell it, folks.
Fuck you.
Where can they find you, John?
Everything. Johnny Jums. JONNYJUMS. For all that shit.
Yeah, that's Twitter. That's Instagram. Snapchat. We're filling in now because Mara just walked away. She's back now. Yada, yada, yada. Okay, yeah, we'll catch you all next time. Until then, stay creative, stay free.
Deuces.
Peace.